quantity. GR and IR, we have to do it as per the goods sent. So that all there is. He seems to be not available. Let me take up one more topic today. We'll just cover one topic and further
Okay.
continue. Hope this time is fine. We can have it regularly as well. Tomorrow, I don't think he's available because he told me. So we'll just take a break for tomorrow. Then we
Okay.
can regularly connect. So for
Sure.
today, please take our next topic as this is one of the special stocks, consignment. You
Okay.
can write down consignment. So deliberately, I'm taking one small topic. It's a special
Okay.
stock though, consignment stock. Now, how to handle this consignment? What is this all about? Let us have some discussion on this. See, I'll give a small scenario. Just think about an answer as we need to understand this conceptually than working on the system.
Okay.
Let us assume that we are, of course, we are located in Bangalore. We are working on some
Uh-huh.
production.
Okay.
Let us assume the company is working on that. Now we are getting some raw materials which are required for us from Kolkata. Let us assume through sea road it comes to
Okay.
Chennai, and from then there probably we are receiving it to Bangalore. This is what is happening, and the quantity what we need is maybe 10, 15, 20 kind of thing every month, and we
Mhm.
have to keep placing orders, and they have to send it as it is a
Okay.
matter of logistics, transportation,
Yes.
and we don't have any other vendor who can provide that material to us nearby. And
Okay.
for that vendor, they don't have any other customers or clients who are
Okay.
purchasing the material nearby this, probably nearby our location or nearby the company where we are situated. Now, what can be done
Okay.
in that case? Every time we have to place orders for 10, 15, 20 these quantities. What can be done?
Okay. It's I think so. They will be giving us some reference number so that we can track the order
So that is
whenever they
fine. They
shipped
are
it.
sending it, we are receiving it. But the issue is
Okay.
we are spending a lot on transportation related things. Every month, my requirement is only 15, 20 kind of thing. And they have to send only for us. If they are sending again, they are losing, of course, a lot of money is into logistics. More than the product, we are spending on
Okay.
this. So, what else can be done to handle this situation? We need that material, and the vendor available is only, as I told you, probably at a distance place, either West Bengal or some other place, a distance place. Now, how to handle this in that case? What?
So we have one option, but I don't know whether it will work. So
Yeah.
we can order in a bulk and
Yes.
keep it in our warehouse. And
Yes.
whenever we need near our warehouse, whenever we need it, we can take it from the warehouse.
Yeah, that's exactly the consignment means. So consignment, it is not a general English term here. It's a special stock, which indicates a special stock. So what is consignment stock? Consignment stock, the owner of the stock still remains the vendor and payment is made as per consumption. To make it very simple in terms of understanding, the payment is made as per consumption. What happens in this, as you rightly told, we will have an agreement with the vendor saying that you send it in bulk, but I cannot pay all together. I'll be paying as and when I consume. So there is this sort of understanding between the vendor and the uh, client or the customer or the purchasing organization also, you can just say. So then the vendor will still remain the owner of the stock which is existing at your storage location or your plant, and you are going to not pay for the entire stock in a single shot. You will be paying it as per the consumption what you make. You can write down few words and then we'll start working
Okay.
on that.
Okay.
The consignment stock. In consignment
Okay.
procurement process, consignment procurement process, the owner of the stock is the vendor
Okay.
even though the stock
Okay.
the stock
Okay.
is stored at company's warehouse or storage location. Company's warehouse or storage location. Payment to the vendor. Payment to the vendor will be made as per consumption. As per consumption of the stock. Got it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll tell you the steps. You can write down these things first. Then we can continue working on this. First step, create consignment raw material. Create consignment raw material. Second step, create a vendor. So if you already have any raw material and vendor created, you can utilize the same. Still, I'm just to give the complete process. I'm just mentioning this. You can work on with the existing raw material and vendor as well.
Okay.
So step
Create
two,
consignment. Yeah.
step one is create consignment raw material. Step two is to create vendor. Step three, create PIR, purchase info record, PIR, between the vendor and consignment raw material. Note, while creating PIR,
1 minute.
yeah,
Between
take it.
vendor and consignment, now no, while creating.
PIR,
Okay.
select info category, as consignment, The possible questions, while getting screened for the interview, they can ask you what are the different info categories you have in
Okay.
PIR. So you have standard, you have subcontracting, you have pipeline and consignment. This is very much evident on PIR screen. If you just go to ME11, look at it,
Yes.
you have these four. So that's how
Yes.
questions can be asked. Of course, if you have real time work experience where you keep creating such things every now and then it will not be an issue. If it is very new, unless until you are not used much, you have to observe a bit to get to know. More and more you observe and get acquainted with the screen, so more is the information with you, and it becomes more easier for you to try understanding what they are asking and how to respond. Well, proceeding further, create PO. Next step is to create PO.
Uh,
After PIR, it is PO.
okay.
While creating PO,
Okay.
define item category.
One second.
While creating PO,
Okay.
Define item category as K.
As
Define
K.
K. K stands for consignment. Define item category K.
Okay.
Show me. Next step, process GR. Process GR, goods receipt.
Okay.
Following by stock overview. Stock overview. So in stock overview, you have to observe vendor consignment. The stock overview, you will not be directly getting the stock under your plant or storage location. It will be read as vendor consignment stock. Vendor consignment stock.
In stock overview, we need to
Observe vendor consignment. It appears automatically. You have to make an observation. So if you are not getting this vendor consignment, if the stock is directly under your storage location or plant, that means there is something wrong with your PO or PIR. It has not worked properly. We cannot receive it as any other general standard stock. It's a special stock. As we discussed already, the owner of the stock still remains vendor. That's the reason. It is vendor consignment stock. Let me tell you one thing, even though it is not related to the way we are speaking about vendor consignment, similarly, we have customer consignment as well, which is handled by sales and distribution. For them, what happens? Customer would have paid and they have not yet taken the material. They just leave it at company. They'll take it after some time. In that case, the owner is the customer, but still the stock is at your place. So that is customer related. Now we are speaking as we are into procurement, being materials management module. So we speak in terms or with reference to vendors more than customers. So it is vendor consignment stock. After that, next step.
Yeah.
So we need to transfer the stock from vendor consignment into the storage location, which is called transfer posting. Transfer posting consignment. Transfer posting consignment to own, OWN, to own. That's the next step. Transfer posting consignment to own.
Okay.
Again, stock overview. Stock overview.
Okay.
There you can observe some part of stock, whatsoever you would have transferred in the previous step, will be appearing under your plant or storage location. So you can observe stock in storage location. Observe stock in storage location. And reduction in vendor consignment stock quantity. Reduction in vendor consignment stock quantity.
One second. We can observe stock in stock.
In storage location.
Okay, in storage location.
And
Okay.
corresponding reduction in vendor consignment stock. If vendor consignment stock is 1000, if we just take 200 out of it, so 200 will be in storage location, 800 will still remain under vendor consignment. Then final step, Payment. Payment.
Okay.
So generally we do MIRO in order to generate document and leave it for finance to carry on from there. Here we have MRKO. We'll look into that screen. Can you quickly tell me the T codes? Can you start? Step 1. Material creation. What is the T code? You can quickly write down MM01 to create material. To create vendor, XK01 to create vendor.
XK01.
Yes. So you should be more and more familiar with these things. Then create PIR ME11. PO ME21N. I'll not be working on parts anymore. I'll be using T codes. Then GR MIGO. These things we have already seen through parts. MIGO. And stock overview MMBE. MMBE. In transfer posting, it's a new T code for you. MB1B. MB, B for Bangalore, MB1B.
It is for which one?
Transfer posting. This one. I think I have said in the same order.
Yeah.
MB1B. There you can just add one more thing, which is very important as far as this topic is considered. Movement type 411K. For transfer posting, movement type 411K. Then again, stock overview MMBE. Stock overview MMBE.
Okay.
Then payment MRKO. MRKO.
Okay.
Let us start with this. You can just guide me now. I'll proceed. Look into the steps. MM01, hope you are able to see the screen.
Yeah.
So what is the material type that we have defined? PROH, is it? Raw material for PIPL. PTPL. What's our company?
PTPL. Yeah. PTPL.
Okay, fine. So PTPL, I'll proceed. What's our industry sector?
Yes. Service.
This is service. Fine, for time being, I'll take it as mechanical. Proceed.
Okay.
So it is creation of any other raw material, same, nothing difference. PTBP. In order to differentiate, I'll write here consignment raw material. I'm naming so consignment raw material. I'll take in terms of kgs, and here
So
I'll take some material group, proceed. I'll skip this basic data too. So purchasing group,
PPG.
PPG, purchase value key. Is it P?
PTVK.
PTVK. Controller,
MRC.
Yeah.
MRC.
MRC.
Start.
MRC. Schedule margin key. Okay.
MK1.
PK1, huh?
MK1. MM.
MK1. Okay, MK1.
M4 mango.
Fine. So valuation class will remain same 3000. I'll just take some amount. Why valuation class 3000 not allowed, it says? So material 700, 700, 363 created. Next step is to create a vendor XK01. I'll proceed with that. PTPL, PTPO. What's your account group? PTVG.
PTVG.
Fine. Hope you know these things. I'm not explaining much on this. This we have already dealt in detail.
Right.
So last number is 5, 49505. Next step, create. So automatically it is taken. So this is the change here. Make a note consignment. This I have told you in the steps as well. Still you can make a note of it. We'll proceed. Info category you should select consignment. Written.
1 minute.
Yeah.
Yes.
I have 10 minutes. Let me try finishing. So I'll take 1000 here to have bigger number. So info record is created. Then I'll move to PO. 363 and 05. Remember that vendor. So here is the small change in PO creation. In the item category, we have to select K. As you can see here, K is for consignment. K is for consignment. Did you note it? You have to take K here.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
I'll take 1000. Plant PTPP. Let me try saving this. So PO 2681, sorry, 2681 done. We'll process GR 2681 450022. Item okay. Storage location. Enter. Post. Document posted. Let us see stock overview. Yeah, observe this is under vendor consignment 1000. Can you see this?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, I'll just take one more session and I'll probably have to share that with you. Are you able to see a new screen?
Yeah, right now.
Did it
Yeah.
load? MB1B.
Yeah.
So I enter. Movement type is something what I told, very important, 411. And if it is a special stock, we have to indicate it as K. Whatever the stock is, 411K. Where do I know this? If I click on this drop down, I have a list of all these movement types. So 411K stands for transfer posting consignment stock to own. Observe, transfer posting consignment to own. This is 411K. Noted?
Yeah.
I'll take this. Enter. Fine, it says it is not maintained. It's an error. I'll quickly maintain this. You can observe the screen. Meaning for this plant, the movement types are not allowed. I have to allow it. I'll click on new entries. My plant is PTBP. See here, I have to just check on this movement allowed. That's it. Save. Then come back. If time expires, we'll just connect back for another 5 minutes. 411K. Vendor. I don't think I'll just stop sharing. We'll connect back.
Yes.